Hey everyone, if you're new to my channel, my name is Juliasurface and I am a rising sophomore at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Today's video is all about tips for living in Magnolia Hall, so this is kind of more of like a dorm life video. I'm just gonna get right on to it. So some of the things that I do say are kind of more specified for Magnolia. However, I feel like a lot of these are pretty generic things that anyone can take advice from. So the first thing that I really think anyone should do and bring is bring a fan. It can get really hot in your dorm room. In Magnolia Hall, you have your own thermostat, but it only goes to 70 degrees. And in August, that is kind of hot. You're in a small space, so when the temperature of the room is a little bit hotter than what you're used to and you're in a smaller room, it just makes it feel even more hotter. I just really recommend bringing a fan. Emily had like a little small fan that she had on her desk, and then I had like a medium-sized fan that I kept on the windowsill by my bed and my desk, and just really helped kind of keep our room at a cooler temperature. So the next tip I have is bringing a noise machine. I know this is kind of a weird thing to say to bring. I've had a noise machine ever since I was a baby basically, and I still use it in my own house. It's just something that helps me sleep. I honestly sleep a lot more soundly with it. My roommate at first was a little weary of it when I did bring it to our dorm room, but after a couple weeks she said she got used to it, and she was actually so glad I did bring it, because when you live in a dorm, you are living amongst other people who are doing all kinds of different things, and it's college, so people are going to be out really late and making a lot of noise maybe when you're trying to sleep. So it's just really important to be able to kind of shut out the background noise and just go to sleep. 10 out of 10 recommend bringing that. In Magnolia Hall, there is a water fountain on the first floor. It's by the public restrooms. I don't believe there are water fountains on the other floors. I think it's just on the first floor. So if you are living on the other floors other than the first floor, I would really highly suggest you get a water filter. And even if you do live on the first floor, maybe you just don't really want to go out of your room, maybe get a water filter. I don't think you can go wrong with one of those. My roommate and I did not have one because we were on the first floor. You know, we didn't need it because we had that water fountain, but I know for some people they drink a ton of water like all the time. So I would just highly recommend thinking about buying a water filter to get water from your sink. So the next tip I have is to bring a vacuum cleaner. You don't really need a broom and dustpan in Magnolia, at least in my opinion. The floors are like a commercial grade carpet, and I personally believe a vacuum does a better job at picking up stuff. I really do think it's a personal preference, but I would just definitely highly recommend bringing a vacuum, because you may not be eating in your dorm room a lot and you just want to kind of keep your floors clean and your space clean. Another thing that I would recommend bringing is cleaning supplies like Clorox wipes and disinfectant spray. There are people that come and clean your toilet and your shower once a week, which is super duper nice because it is just you and your roommate living in your room, so it doesn't get that messy. But I still was super duper happy that I brought Clorox wipes and my roommate brought disinfectant spray, because it allowed us to clean up a little bit more. Also, the cleaners do not clean your sink. They do take out the trash in the bathroom, but they don't take out the trash in your room. So definitely bring cleaning supplies to clean out your sink because it gets disgusting, and definitely bring some extra trash bags or some kind of bag to like throw your trash in, so you're able to just bag everything up and put it in the trash bag room on your floor. Another thing that was really useful for me and my roommate both was to have bathroom storage. Most rooms in Magnolia and Dogwood have sink storage, which is awesome, but I really do highly suggest bringing bathroom storage because you have a place to put your towels, or for girls like your hair dryer, your straightener, your curler, and like all your other products that you use. Emily had her own space, I had my own space, and I didn't even feel like I had enough storage. I would definitely highly recommend bringing just some kind of storage to put in your bathroom. They do have little racks for you to put your towels and hang them in the bathrooms, which is super duper nice, but I brought extra towels, so having that extra storage was really nice, and you're able to kind of hide stuff that you don't want someone just like walking in your bathroom and just seeing all your stuff laying out. So I would definitely highly recommend bringing that. Another thing kind of dealing with your sink in your bathroom is that there is a medicine cabinet mirror, and a lot of people did not know about this. I actually was kind of of messing around and I found it pretty early on. There were a lot of people that lived in Magnolia and Dogwood. I think Brown also may have them. I'm not sure about what other dorms have the medicine cabinets, but I know for a fact Magnolia, Dogwood, and Brown do. And a lot of people are like, I had no idea that I even had a medicine cabinet. And it's like a lot of extra space, and anytime you can have extra space in a dorm room, you definitely want to utilize that. When talking about storage, definitely utilize your underbed storage. Magnolia has junior loft beds, so they're not completely lofted, but they definitely are higher off the ground, and you're able to put your dresser and any additional underbed storage underneath your bed. And I highly recommend doing that. I had like a gray storage unit underneath my bed, held a lot of clothes, so definitely take advantage of that. Spice up your room with decorating a little bit. Like I said, the carpet is kind of commercial grade and it's just kind of boring, so my roommate, she actually got a rug and it just kind of made everything feel a little bit more homey and a little bit more cozy. I also got a shower curtain for our shower. It comes with a commercial grade really thick liner, but I just preferred to have a little something extra to spice it up a little bit. And don't be afraid to bring wall art. Obviously don't go over the top because like that's just not necessary, and also don't go over the top with the pillows, but just bring a little something that reminds you of home, or you know, make your space feel homey and cozy, because there's nothing worse than feeling like out of place and not feeling comfortable in your own room. If you are living in Magnolia and Dogwood, I don't know necessarily about the other dorms, but definitely for those two, definitely bring a curtain for your closet and a tension rod to hang it. They don't come with a curtain or anything like that, which allows you to personalize your closet, which is amazing, but just definitely don't forget to bring one of those, because you definitely want to have a curtain to hide everything, so just don't forget to bring one of those. Another thing that is super duper important is that Magnolia and Dogwood do not have ice machines, but you do have an ice tray in your freezers. So if you are somebody like me, I really like ice in my drink, then definitely take advantage of that. It is kind of hard to get the ice out of the ice tray. You definitely kind of have to bang on it, but if you like ice, definitely use your ice tray. If you are somebody that really likes snacks, or if you're ever just hungry, then there are vending machines located on the ground floor, and basically how you pay for that, you either pay for it with cash and cents, or you can use your vol card and you can put money on your vol card. There's like a various amount of things you can use your vol card for, but those are the only two things that those vending machines will take. I'm not sure about credit cards or debit cards, but I know for a fact that cash and your vol card will definitely work. If you are somebody that really likes to study and have group studies, or you just really want to be by yourself, definitely utilize the different little study cubbies in Magnolia. There are 2 on each floor. If you want to get out of your room and just have some time to yourself, you can go into those little corners and just be by yourself, or if you want to organize a group study session, you can totally do that as well. It's really just a personal preference. They're really useful if you don't want to walk all the way to the library, because it is a good 10-minute walk, so it is very nice to have those study nooks. If you are somebody that really enjoys cooking your own meals, or if you just want to bake some cookies like I did a couple of times, there are kitchens in Magnolia and Dogwood. There is not a kitchen in Brown Hall. I don't know about the other dorm, but I know not in Brown, so that's one good thing. Magnolia and Dogwood do have kitchens. I personally would not suggest bringing pots and pans unless like you do really want to cook a lot, just because they're really clunky and they take up a lot of storage. At the front desk of Magnolia and Dogwood, I don't know about the other dorm, but you are able to give them, I believe, your ID, and you can borrow a cookie sheet. We did that a couple times and we just baked cookies, which was super duper fun. My roommate and I, we rarely even use the kitchen though, just because freshmen are on an unlimited meal plan, so there really is no reason for you to be cooking, because you have pretty much all your meals provided for you with your meal plan. But I think it is really important to note that you do have a kitchen in Magnolia and Dogwood. So in the kitchen is the laundry room. This is something that a lot of people had trouble with. Basically what would happen is people would forget they put laundry in, either in the washers or dryers. They wouldn't set a timer. They would just leave it in there, and their laundry would be done for like 30 minutes, and they'd finally realize, oh, I put laundry in, I need to go get it. So please set a timer when you do your laundry. There only are 3 washers and dryers per floor, and that's sharing with guys and girls. I also just want to note that people's stuff was stolen from the washers and dryers. Not to scare anybody, but I personally would typically sit with my laundry just because I didn't want anyone stealing my clothes. So just be mindful of that. If you have anything nice that you're washing, I would recommend sitting in there and making sure that no one steals anything You can also get a lot of homework done, which is awesome. Another tip is that you can park your car in the staff lots on the weekends instead of having to park your car in the parking garage. Luckily for us in Magnolia and Dogwood, we have a parking garage right outside our dorm, but I know for a lot of people in other dorms, it's really nice to be able to park your car in the staff, especially if you know you're gonna get back in your car and go somewhere. It's just really convenient to do that. Just make sure that you move your car to your correct lot before the weekdays. And my last and final tip is to make sure that you get to know the people in your hall or even in your dorm. In Magnolia, it's a little bit harder to get to know your neighbors and the people around you because it's just you and your roommate sharing a bathroom, so there's really no need for you to go down the hall to go take a shower like in the community style residence hall. So I just really highly recommend leaving your door open and making an effort to go to your events that your RA sets up, because they also work really hard to do that. So just really take advantage of those opportunities to get to know the girls or guys in your hall. It's also really nice to know the people around you, because if you are ever needing a favor from somebody and you know the people around you, it's just really nice to be able to have people to rely on to help you out. I hope this video kind of gave you guys a couple tips on just dorms in general, but specifically Magnolia, and I'm so excited to meet all my new hallmates. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!